Words by Gary Sigler. I'll take you back. It is a great tragedy that people are walking around on the earth lost, not knowing where they came from or who they are. Even most of God's people are in despair and despondency because they are living in a false identity, not being able to identify with their true nature. It is so sad that multitudes of people have a heart for God, yet they are so confused as to who they are, why they are here, and where they came from. Some of you have heard me minister on a song written by Linda Musgrove of Cunningham, Texas. For those of you who have not heard this song, I will quote it here. I'll take you back to where you were in me before the fall of man. I'll restore your soul. I'll reconcile your heart. I'll give you back your true identity. I'm removing the veil from your eyes so that you can clearly see you will be with me in paradise on this earth. You'll walk with me. Listen to the song. Go here http://sigler.org/I/LL-take-you-back.mp3.
I'll take you back to where you were in me before the fall of man. I'll restore your soul. I'll reconcile your heart. I'll give you back your true identity. Yes, I'll take you back to where you were in me before the fall of man. I'll restore your soul. I'll reconcile your heart. I'll give you back your true identity. I'm removing the veil from your eyes so that you can clearly see. You will be with me in paradise on this earth. You'll walk with me. Yes, I'll take you back to where you were in me before the fall of man. I'll restore your soul. I'll reconcile your heart. I'll give you back your true identity. I'm removing the veil from your eyes so that you can clearly see. You will be with me in paradise on this earth. You'll walk with me. On this earth, you walk with me.
The message of this song has been such a blessing to me, confirming many things that the Lord has revealed to me. The more I hear this song, and the more I sing this song, the more God unveils my eyes to the reality of why I'm here. One of the things the Lord said to me through this song was, "My people are beginning to move and minister from the Holy of Holies." For years, we've had the message of the three feasts, Passover, Outer Court, Pentecost, Holy Place, and Tabernacles, Holy of Holies. For many years, I was in the outer court, always confessing my sins and finding forgiveness, but not finding deliverance from the sin principle in my life. Then I spent a lot of time in the holy place, in Pentecost. This is where there is a mixture, the natural and the spiritual in the same temple. It is God in me, which is a marvelous revelation. Then I spent many years trying to get from the holy place into the Holy of Holies. I did not realize that what I was taught, and how I was going about walking through this experience, was totally opposite from what it should have been. Living from the Holy of Holies finally, God opened my eyes to where I came from and to my true identity. I then began to realize that the Holy of Holies is not some place to which I need to attain. It is the realm in which I, the new creation man, really live. When I began to realize that I am a spiritual person on a human journey and God began to unveil my eyes to my true identity, I began to walk in His love and His compassion and His forgiveness. I no longer had to try to get into the Holy of Holies. I just needed to live from the new creation person that I am. The experience of tabernacles is not living and ministering from the outer court or the holy place. Tabernacles are living and ministering from our spirit, the Holy of Holies. We do not live from the outer court or the holy place. We do not have to attain anything. Many believe we must be processed into this place. I do admit that it seems like a process as long as you are living in a religious mindset, trying to overcome it by natural means and methods. However, once you experience Christ, your true nature, arising in you, you realize that He does not need to be processed. It is not processing that we need. It is the renewing of our mind that will cause us to experience who we really are. As the song says, we need to have the veil removed that has been cast over our eyes. People have tried so many ways, so many methods, so many religions, to gain back favor with God, not knowing the depth of His love and His forgiveness. God is now giving us back our true identity. He is restoring our soul and reconciling our hearts. When God unveils your eyes and your mind is renewed, you realize that you are a spiritual being and that you have always been a spiritual being. When you entered into this physical realm, you came into a realm of total darkness and death, not knowing who you were or where you came from. That is what happened to all of us, and that is why we need to be regenerated. Upon entering into this physical realm, we lost our identity. We are all here by choice and have forgotten why we came. God is now giving us back our true identity, and we are waking up to our true nature. Wherefore He saith, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Christ shall give thee light. F5, Smiley face. Shake thyself from the dust, arise, and sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Isaiah 52 verse 2, Shake yourself from the dust, the carnal human reasoning. You are not a natural carnal human. You are a spiritual being. In Genesis, chapter 1, God created man in His image. In Genesis, chapter 2, God formed man from the dust of the ground. These two verses seem to be contradictory. Did God create man or form man? In Genesis 1, God created spiritual beings. That is our true nature and substance. We are spiritual beings. God is the Father of our spirit. God is spirit, and He created spirits. He is not the father of our fallen flesh. Jesus said to those that wanted to kill Him, Ye are of your father the devil. John 8 verse 44, To live by your father the devil, is to live from the natural carnal reasoning and understanding. When Jesus told His disciples that He was going to the cross, Peter said, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. Matt 16:22, Jesus said to Peter, Get behind me, Satan. Peter was speaking from his natural mind. After God created man in Genesis, chapter 1, He then formed man from the dust of the ground in Genesis, chapter 2. In chapter 1, we were created a spiritual being, and in chapter 2, we were lowered into the flesh realm. Wake up, you who are sleeping, and you will discover that you are a spiritual being in the likeness of your Father God. When this realization hits you, your struggling days are over. You can then begin to enter into His rest and watch His life unfold within you. As I have shared before, your spiritual being will flow into your mind so that you have the mind of Christ, your spirit will flow into your emotion so that you walk in the love of God, and your spirit will flow into your will so that you will naturally want to do the will of God. It is your nature to please God and to be pure in all things. You see, this is your true nature and identity. Jesus was our example of what we are once we are regenerated. I realize you must have your eyes open to experience this, and if you will ask God, He will reveal to you your true nature.